for me, I want to become the youngest world champion. So I want to become world champion in 2024, which is next year. So one thing I can't do is switch off, because I never switch off.
Charlotte Daly with Male Sport Boxing. I'm joined by Adam Azim here in Leighton in Shane McGuigan's gym. How are you, Adam?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, not bad, thank you.
It's great to be on, the Daily Mail again. So I'm looking forward to my next fight now, and preparation's been great.
Brilliant. And I want to start by kind of taking it back to where it all started.
Yeah.
And I believe that was in Slough, in your garden, with your dad.
Yeah, it was actually. Right at the back, we had a garage, little small one where I used to punch the bag and that. And my dad taught me, hours and hours, the basic, at the back of Slough, at the house. So it was very good. So, and I had a great, childhood by, learning the basics of boxing, and now I'm an elite athlete now. So.
And you're known so much for your speed.
Yep.
Do you think that was conditioned into you from a young age, from doing those sessions out in the garden with your dad?
Yeah, definitely. I think I was actually kind of born with it, because I have quite fast twitch muscles. Where my dad noticed that I had fast hands when I was like 4 years old. So I've developed into a man now, and my speed is gone even more faster than what I was before. So, but it's just like you got gifted the talent, which is speed and power. So
of course, you have to have that hard work to develop into somebody like you. But having a gym in your garden isn't like every teenager or every child. Is it quite hard, or was it quite hard to switch off? Because I know, even take the pandemic, for example, working from home, it was really hard to like shut your laptop and walk away. Having a gym at the end of your garden, was it hard to kind of differentiate between being just normal Adam and being athlete Adam?
To be honest, I didn't really have like a much childhood, like a big one where I used to go out a lot and just chill with the friends and that. Only some occasions I do, but there's a quote that Muhammad Ali said, sacrifice now and then you become the rest of your life as a champion. So for me, I think I probably thank my dad for giving me those hours at the back of the garage where I learned the basics and that, because I wouldn't been here because of him. So yeah,
it's interesting that word sacrifice as well, because a lot of people talk about it and a lot of people say it. I was playing sport growing up, missed birthday parties, things like that, as you do, and everyone always said to me, "Oh, you're sacrificing so much." But is it a sacrifice if it's the choice and if it's what you want to do and what you love? Do you see it as a sacrifice, or?
To be honest, if you love something that you want to accomplish, then you've got to make sacrifices. I believe that you have to make sacrifices. Like, you can't really do what you have to do, early in your childhood, because that's where all your basics and fundamentals come from. So, I'm a man now, so I can, have my fights and then enjoy it afterwards with family and friends, and then go straight back in the camp. That's always been my mindset. So.
And having those people around you, like your dad, is really important, that support system. Do you always feel like you had that growing up with friends and family? Were your friends understanding, or were they kind of nagging you, saying, "Oh, come on, it's just one night out or just one beer or something"? To be honest,
I don't really obviously go out like that. I only go out my basic thing is going to the cinema or going bowling or something like that. I'm not... I've never been to a party or nothing like that. Only family, friends' birthday parties or something. But when it comes to obviously that stuff, I only going to the cinema, going to explore London or something, and then that's basically it. That's my life. So.
And unlike some other people, you actually came out of school and you were homeschooled. Did you find that kind of gave you more time to focus on boxing and develop your skills? Yeah,
definitely. Definitely made me more concentrated in the sport, because when I was in school, I kind of got distracted quite a lot, with the teachers. I used to get distracted with the friends as well. Used to be with bad people. Used to do a lot of junk in school as well. So, but it's because I had ADHD. I couldn't control myself. So I think the teachers had more hard time, dealing with me. So, but I just feel like getting out of that school was probably a better thing for me, because that's how I would have been better in boxing anyway. So.
And in terms of your career, you've had such a successful start. You're unbeaten in 9 fights. You've knocked out 6 of your opponents. Pretty big statement to make with your professional start to your career.
Yeah, 100%. Every single fight is a learning fight for me. if I can get the knockout, then that's brilliant. But yeah, so far everything's going the way I wanted, and keep winning these fights. That's the main thing. So.
And Ben Shalom actually compared the start of your career and the success you're having to the likes of Amir Khan.
Yeah.
What is it like to be compared to somebody like that?
It's brilliant because he was the only British Asian Pakistani boxer become world champion. So he's a massive name, and he's a legend as well for England. So it's an honour as well. So for me, I want to become the youngest world champion. So I want to become world champion in 2024, which is next year. So I'm putting everything into this fight, and then put everything into the next year's fight as well.
And in terms of Amir Khan, has he given you any guidance, any help? Would you say you're friends with him?
Yeah, I can say he's like a big brother to me. So he's like a big brother to me, because I've been to most of his fights when I was young. So I used to be in the front row watching it with my dad, and now we've become really good friends. We're like more like family friends now. So
love that. What would you say then is the best bit of advice he's given you from his career?
He's always told me to stay focused, stay switched on, take the rights at the right time. If you're, let's say if you have another fight, and you don't get carried away. He come to the change room, told me like to stick with your jab, keep winning the fights. There's no need to rush and get the knockout. The knockout will come. So
that is a big thing, especially being such an exciting fighter like yourself, having had those 6 knockouts. Do you find almost a pressure to put that performance on when you're in the ring and make that statement for everyone and continue that kind of knockout run?
To be honest, the next fight I really want the knockout. If the knockout comes, it comes. But the thing is, when you go into these fights, you need to learn. As a world-class fighter, you need to learn the fights as well. Like that's where all your education comes from, the fights. And the thing is, when you go into the world-class fights, and that you had the previous fights as education fights, then when you go into the world-class, it'll be easier. So that's what a lot of people need to understand. It's not about getting the knockout sometimes, it's about learning as well.
Getting that experience, getting the rounds under your belt sort of thing.
Yeah, 100%, that's it.
And obviously you're looking to win a European title in your next fight, in your 10th professional fight. Yeah. That's huge. How are you feeling with the pressure kind of mentally, and then the physical side of gearing up for such a big fight?
Obviously the pressure is no different than any of my other fights. It's a European title, so it's a big, massive thing for me to bring back to Slough as well. So I'll be the first guy to win it from Slough, and also the quickest guy to win it if I win it. So after Spencer Oliver. So, but then. So it'd be a massive statement, a massive win. It's a massive belt, so I've got everything on the line that I need to win. So.
Mm-hmm. And you've been training with Shane in the gym here.
Yeah.
How inspirational is it training with him, having seen him kind of guide Chris Billam-Smith to the cruiserweight title, and everything he's achieved before being under someone like that? Yeah,
it's massively like Shane's always told me that when Chris came to the gym. He's a project. He was a project to make, build Chris into a world-class fighter, and he is a now world-class fighter. He's a world champion, and he's an unbelievable fighter. So it's good to be in the gym, amongst these fighters like Chris, Ellie, and Caroline, and they're all world champions now. So it's my turn to hopefully get up there with them. So I'll be in that stable as well. So.
They'll be egging you on, I'm sure. Will they be at the fight supporting you? Do you know?
Yeah, they always give me that support. They always give me that, they always come to my fights and support me. So it's a big thing. So.
And I was actually listening to an interview with Anthony Joshua recently, and he was talking about the fact that the most enjoyable part of his career was being a prospect and rising through the ranks and having everyone kind of looking at him thinking, wow, look at this guy. Yeah. And he said that actually becoming a champion was when that kind of went away and the pressure was on his shoulders. Do you think you're mentally ready to take on that pressure of becoming a champion?
Yeah, 100%. This is the build-up stage where I'm getting all the pressure already. So it's for me, I have to be switched on. Obviously stay disciplined, and what the thing is I love about fighting is that I love to fight in the ring. I don't really focus about anything else. The media and all this stuff comes with it, but all the pressure doesn't faze me. Only the fight only the fight I'm focused for. So.
Mm-hmm. And in terms of, you said there, the media, you know, you're sat down doing an interview right now, there's lots of this to come, and the more you progress, the more in demand as well you will become. What's it like juggling that on a fight week, for example, and how do you find the balance between having to fulfill those media commitments, but then also getting the time for you to prepare for what's going to be one of your biggest fights to date?
To be honest, I'm always switched on. Like, I'm almost focused. When the media questions ask me, like, what do you think about the fight and all that stuff, it mentally gets me, you know, going for the fight. It keeps me switched on. So the one thing I can't do is switch off, because I never switch off. When it comes to fight week, I'm almost switched on. So, but I do have, obviously, you know, my team in my room, and we always, like, obviously watch boxing, have a joke about, and then hopefully, you know, fight night comes. So.
And obviously you want to emerge victorious on November 14th. I know a lot of people don't like looking beyond their next fight, so I won't press you on it too much, but there are some big things on the horizon for you. Yeah. What sort of fights are you looking at next, and where do you see the career progressing?
So far, obviously, I want to win the European title. That's the main thing, and then hopefully do defence, and then hopefully, you know, get a big name probably in Slough. Hopefully go back to my hometown and get a, you know, main event there in Slough, so where everyone can come out and you know, get like a washed up name or something, and then hopefully knock him out. It'd be good.
So Slough is on the bucket list now. Obviously there's lots of fights going on in places like Saudi Arabia. There's a lot of money floating around there. Is that something on the bucket list that you'd like to do, go over to Saudi Arabia and fight in somewhere like that? Yeah,
most definitely. If it's obviously, if it's there for the taking, then I'll see why not. Like, I will take it with both hands and go to Saudi Arabia and fight. It's definitely a big platform out there, because, you know, the boxing industry up there is getting better. So, but as you can see, like from the other fights that happened the other day, is, you know, it's a lot of media going there. There's a lot of stars go there. So I see why not. If I go, I want to fight in Saudi. So.
Now, we were actually just talking about it a minute ago, but Amir Khan is potentially fighting Manny Pacquiao at some point, and they're thinking that will take place somewhere over there. Could we see you on that card? You know, your friends? Could it happen?
Probably, definitely. It'd be an honour to get on that card. I don't mind. So, you know, I want to go to Saudi and fight. So I've never been to Saudi, so it'd be good.
Well, there you go. Next on the bucket list then, I'm sure. But thank you so much for taking the time to chat. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.